Hello riders, it's Josh from CycleHunters.com, and I have a very, very special bike today. This is a 2021 Janus Halycon 250. All right. Well, if you haven't guessed it, it is a retro classic. This is a bike that is somewhat emulating the early 1900s. Like a Bruff Superior, something like that, or the Indians of the day. You know, they all had the tanks that sort of were long, elongated like that. They had that very slimmed down, basic look, extremely nostalgic. Now you can see all the brown leather bags on here and the seat. It's all leather. But to get into this bike, there's some things that are going on that most people don't realize. Now, the bike is made in Indiana, so it's an American-made bike. However, the motor on these is a Honda-based copy. It's a Chinese-made copy of a Honda motor, 250cc motor. Well, it's actually 229 cc's. But for what this bike is, if you haven't guessed, this is a fun in-town around commuter. It is definitely going to save you on gas because you're talking with a roughly a 2-gallon tank. You're probably going to see 50 to 65 miles per gallon. And the range is roughly about 70 miles. So you're going to be able to ride this quite a bit and have a lot of fun. Just the fact that it looks the way that it does, it is just a really unique, fun bike that you're going to ride and really much enjoy what this thing has to offer. Now, this suspension setup is a lot different than what you're normally used to seeing. And it is a little different to ride, but this is basically a bicycle frame, kinda, sorta, with a motorcycle engine in it. So again, it really does harken back to the early days of motorcycling. You can see you got Janus written on there. And you have your 2 shocks up front. You have your light, which is sort of like a Daymaker style light. Your turn signal, so it's already road legal, ready to go. But if you know anything about the Januses, these are all purpose built for the customer. So whoever had ordered this prior, they spec'd it out like this. So you cannot just get a spec bike. You have to order it from Janus on their website. And these things can be quite costly for such a little bike. But these are hand-built motorcycles, hand-painted, painstakingly. And look at that. That looks so good. Does even have a Kickstarter on here. This little badge for the Janus motorcycle there. You know, you have your guards here in the front. Give you a little bit of wind protection, but it also holds your bags. That, I don't know, the cream paint is really that old school look. It really does kind of give you the impression that if you were to just jump back in time, you'd fit right in for the most part. Except for the disc brakes. But, you know, again, with these modern classics, the great thing is you can just have a lot of enjoyment going just to jump on this thing and go ride. And I mean, really just put a smile on your face. And probably a lot of people that you ride past are going to give you that double take and have smiles on their face too, just because of the nature of the bike. It just looks so cool. These, like I said, this is styled after the early 1940s featherbed racing bike as far as the chassis is concerned, but it does kind of give you that early 1900s look. But because of the modern componentry and the motor, you're going to have good reliability, and you're not going to worry too much about it. It is a 5-speed bike. But primarily, this is an in-town around type of a machine. This isn't something you really want to be on the highway with at all. It's chain driven, as you see. Oh, let's see if we get in there. You can kind of get an idea what's going on. pinstriping. Super basic bike. Very, very simple, straightforward machine. There's not a whole lot going on here. It's carbureted. As you can see, here's your choke. But for what this offers, it's primarily just a lot of fun. Just a daily driver that you're gonna just, I mean, I don't know how you don't dress up period-wise and just rip around town and have fun with it. I think that's something I would probably do. But when you're looking at it, you know, it's just oozing of coolness. Yeah, oh man, it is just neat to look at this thing. All right, so it has a little rack in the back here for, you know, if you bungee something to it, you're good to go with that. But as you see here, super minimal, very minimalist. 2,525 miles. It is a centrally located speedometer, odometer. You have your turn signal indicator in there as well, which it is just a single light that is showing you that. And let's see, that's really it.
Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Ding that notification bell for updates.
All right, so we're gonna do, this is gonna be, let's see here. That's high beam, low beam, and that's left signal. Do a right signal, walk around to the back. And that's right rear, left rear, and we'll do foot brake, and then hand brake. There we go. And now, let's see here. Fire this little puppy up. Make sure we're in neutral. Yeah, we're in neutral here. Okay. Oh, I gotta choke it. Forgot that. There we go. Oh. I gotta turn the gas on. Let's see. It looks like it should be on right there. And I got the choke up here. Okay, I feel it might not need to choke. All right, let's try that. All right, there we go. Just needed a couple times. Well, extremely quiet, so if you got neighbors, they won't even know you're riding the bike. Wow, very quiet. But it's well, you can tell it's got some pep. That's a fun little motor. That is a fun little motor. You can hear it. Now it almost kind of gives you that mechanical sound from back in the day. Not quite as loud and obnoxious, but it does have a little bit of that. That's awesome. Oh my goodness. What a cool little bike. You know, controls, super simple. Horn, left, right turn signal, high beam, low beam, on, off, starter. That's it. Your key is up front, and again, your odometer, your mile per hour gauge. There's a digital readout in there too, which is great, but a little bit of modern technology on the retro classic. I mean, it's just cool. It's just cool. I don't know how you don't like something like this, because these bikes are going to give you such a fun time riding around town, enjoying just enjoying riding. I mean, who wouldn't want to do that? Little battery cover. Just little neat things, little tidbits. And again, you're not commuting anywhere far on something like this. It's almost a two-hander deal here. But the thing is, like, on something like this, you're just gonna enjoy what you do. Ripping up and down the street. There we go. Got it. But again, probably a lot of looks from people. A lot of smiles from your onlookers as well as your own self riding this baby. Just enjoying it. It's a very simple bike, but it does look really cool. And it does what it's supposed to do. Again, you're not gonna have a lot of speed. You're just talking about riding, enjoying it on a very innocuous type of a bike. It's not gonna cause you a whole lot of headaches because it's very simple, straightforward stuff. Cool, retro classic. So listen, if you're digging the 2021 Janus Halycon 250, give us a call, 717-273-1809. You can see our full list of our current inventory at www.cyclehunters.com. You can email us at cyclehunters@gmail.com. We have financing options available. We can ship bikes. If you're close enough, we can deliver them. We have aftermarket warranties available. It is just a matter of what is it that we need to do to help accommodate you to get a cool bike like that in your garage. So when it's time to go ride, you're ready to go. This thing's just sitting there waiting to give you big smiles and just enhance the enjoyment of your daily commute. Cool bike, very cool bike. I'm glad we got one of these so we could share this because it's just neat. You know, we get all kinds of bikes coming through here. It's easily one of the more unique ones, if not the most unique I've seen. So anyway, you know the drill. Until the next bike, happy riding.